Yo, welcome back to the YouTube channel, everybody. Really appreciate you guys tuning back in. People also viewed my last video last week, and I'm trying to be more consistent on YouTube. So really appreciate you guys tuning back in. It's Super Bowl Sunday, but I just got done editing my video, and I'm really happy about it. So this is the video you're watching now. I'm just shooting the intro, but appreciate you guys tuning in. In this video, we talk about marketing funnels and how businesses in general use them and the overall structure for a marketing funnel. But I also talk about how content creators can use funnels and how it works, and also how to optimize each step of the funnel so that, when you're making content, an audience checks your content and maybe you pop off in the For You page or whatever, that people follow you and they know the next steps that they need to take to do business with you. So if you're in the online world, if you're in the online space, info product space, this video will be really, really, really helpful for you. And I would know because I build funnels for my regular job. If you don't know, I'm Ethan. I'm a marketing specialist in town for a local company. And I've had some experience with building my ad agency in college, but I'm rebuilding my ad agency to fit more like the creator economy and serve more creators and more content creators. And basically anybody who's in info or coaching or anybody who's teaching anything online, I'm rebuilding my ad agency towards that. So if you want to follow the journey, make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into the video. Thanks for watching. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Getting the hang of this thing, and like I said, I'm trying to record and upload every week and try to be a little bit more consistent. And yeah, I feel pretty great about it. I feel pretty good about last week's video. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out. And let's dive into what we're talking about today. And so today we're going to talk about what a marketing funnel is for content creators specifically and how they really work. So funnels are the secret to turning your audience into a customer, but most creators don't really know how to do it. And if they exist, they're using them the wrong way. It's very typical. Essentially what happens, at least from what I've seen, content creators who are beginners usually think that they see conceptually how a funnel works for a small business or like a large size company. And they think that they can take the same principles of what a funnel is. Structurally, they're all the same, but the principle is a little bit different, especially if you're selling an info product or a coaching program or a paid community even. They're all different. And so you kind of have to understand like what game you're playing. And then also that'll help you understand what kind of funnels to build for your business, right? So today we're going to take a look at, what a funnel is, essentially how it works. And then we're going to take a look at a funnel that's specifically for content creators of some sort. And then we're going to talk about optimizing the funnel so that each step, basically, if something's wrong, you can kind of just figure out from a bird's eye view. It is a very general view. So if you do want some extra help, make sure you DM me on Instagram or on Twitter, and I can help you more on there. So let's get right into it. Okay, so why do content creators struggle with funnels, right? Here are a few reasons why I think they do struggle with their funnel or usually don't know how to fix their funnel. Where I've seen is that this is typically what it is. One, they don't have a clear offer. Followers don't really know what you're selling or how you're selling it and how it works and what their expected result is. So they have no clear offer. Two, they have a weak call to action. So, there's no clear next steps, so people don't buy. Three, there's no follow-up system in place. People forget about you because there's no email sequence or there's no retargeting, there's no remarketing. And we'll dive into that in a little bit. Four, this is really the biggest one that I've seen, is that there's too many offers going on and they have too many things going on at the same time. And it just kind of confuses the creators' followers or just even people who run into their content. My fundamental belief is that if you're starting out and you're not making anywhere, close to $1 million a year, it really is probably best to start off with just one funnel and push as much people as you possibly can towards that funnel until you get into a substantial amount per month in profit. And then even then, I still wouldn't even think about doing any other offer or any other funnel at the same time because it just kind of confuses the people that are already following you. If your whole point of being on business or being on social media is to make an extra income or grow your business, the biggest thing to really look at is to just have one offer and one funnel that leads people that are following you or come in contact with you or run into your content into that funnel and make it seamless enough to where it's easy to actually do business with you, whatever that may look like, whether it's coaching or info or whatever. So I think this is one of the biggest reasons why content creators really struggle with funnels. If you're taking a look at your funnels and why people are falling off, most of the time it's probably somewhere in the realm of these 4 reasons. So moving on, a keynote is a good funnel doesn't just get views, it also moves people toward buying. And the way I really think about it is just as a staircase. If you really think about a staircase, the first step is probably them running into your content, whether it's through the For You page or whether it's through actual search, like they have a problem or something, they find you on there. That's the first step. Basically, second step is like, okay, how can this guy help me, or how can this girl help me? The second step, and then onwards and so forth, right? Like it's essentially just steps to doing business with you from social media, from the content you post, or the ads that you have. Basically, just think about your funnel that way. Is that, what are the steps they can take to do business with you eventually? And I feel like a lot of beginners maybe don't know how, or don't really understand how to do that, or think about that conceptually. But you have to understand that that's probably the best way to do business. It's not just like it's very rare for people to see your stuff and they just want to do business with you. There's actually multiple steps in between to persuade them into doing business with you, especially if you're doing B2B or if you have a B2B offer. That's really how it's going to work. All right. So let's take a closer look at what an actual funnel is. And let's just kind of do a quick run through of it. This is I don't even know if they teach this marketing 101 or if they even teach this in college. I don't know. I have no clue. I learned this straight from online. And when I was in college, I was doing online work. I had an ad agency for real estate agents and for mortgage loan officers. So I kind of just taught myself this. So typical marketing funnel basically just kind of looks like this, right? So stage 1, right? Basically your social media, your YouTube channel, think TikTok, think Reels, think Shorts or ads. We were doing mostly ads. So basically this is like the first stage. And most people think this is, the end all be all. Actually, can I present this? Wait a minute. So people think this is like the end all be all, and it's not. This is just the first stage. Your clientele, customers are all going to find you on here. But again, it takes multiple steps to just even get to stage number 2. And stage number 2 essentially is the middle of the funnel, right? And at this stage, they're interested. Maybe they saw your stuff. They followed you, or they are added to your email list. This is where I feel like this is where people break down and don't really put a lot of emphasis in. And this is kind of actually where I grew to like building stuff in here. Even at my daytime job, and even when I was running the agency, this really was where a lot of the money was made. This for anybody, I mean, this really needs to be locked down in terms of the consideration stage, stage 2, because there is a lot of, uncertainty in here. You still need to build trust. There's that old adage of like, they need to see you 7 or 8 times before they even make a purchase decision, which is somewhat true. So this really needs to be in place and locked down. And if they don't buy in that stage, you move them into stage 3, which essentially just kind of like you're remarketing, you're retargeting, you're basically showing off, testimonials, creating some sort of urgency, whether it's a time-based coupon or whatever, and then actually having a strong CTA to get them to purchase or to get them to book a call with you. This is really an important part as well, but I do think the most important part is stage 2. So what does a marketing funnel actually look like for content creators though, in this way? I kind of have to put a little caveat to this because when I was doing this presentation, I was thinking about content creators in the sense of like, if you're building an online business, right, strictly all online, whether it's coaching, paid membership, if you have a cohort, or really just anything online that you're doing, this is what I think you have to basically think about in terms of your funnel. So again, first stage, just your awareness stage. People find you on YouTube, social media, or ads. Basically, you guys know how this works, right? What I added though is that we need to lead them into a lead magnet of some sort. So anything, I think I talked about this in my last video, to just essentially build these different, lead magnets that people can sign up for in exchange for their email, phone number, and first name, last name, usually how it goes. And they get something out of that in return. Um, and this is basically just a conversion mechanism at this point, right? This lead magnet page. If you need some help building a lead magnet page or figuring out what to even use as a lead magnet, DM me on Twitter, DM me on Instagram, and we can figure it out from there. If you do this successfully, you'll move them into stage 2, which is the consideration phase. And essentially, at this stage, they're still interested. But again, you need to build that trust, and you need to put a lot of work into stage 2. In my opinion, I think that's how the best marketers do it. And that's how I do it. Put a lot of effort, put a lot of emphasis on the stage 2, the consideration phase of all online business marketing funnels. And again, this is where you collect your emails. Like I collect your emails. It doesn't matter if they're all for different things and different reasons, but you need to have your own traffic. You're basically your own traffic, and it's not on social media. It's not on Instagram, whatever. You need to build an email list so that you can talk to them on a weekly basis. Basically, build your authority in whatever expertise or whatever industry you're in. This is really, I can't stress this enough, where you need to put in a lot of work, right? So stage 1 is basically, as a content creator, is where you're going to excel. You know how to make content. You know how to pull in the views, you know how to make the thumbnails, you know how to make SEO keyword stuff, and you know how to retain the viewership. So you know how to do this, right? The next 2 stages is really where you need to put in a lot of work, especially if you're leaning more towards the content creator side, and that's kind of like where you spend a lot of your time in, or like to spend a lot of your time in. Like, this is really these 2 stages right here are really the most important part. And then obviously, we talked about it. Stage 3 is decision-making stage. So I would probably say in this scenario, they're probably in your email list already, or whatever own traffic you have, whether it's SMS or emails. They've probably been on there for some time now, and they're just wanting to make a decision or wanting to hop on an offer that you probably have. So this is when you really need to dial in your offer and build these strong CTAs and testimonials and urgency. But in this section for content creators, you really need to nail that offer and your testimonials and case studies and stuff like that, and remarket to the same audience, because you already own the audience, right? So you really need to go, I would say, prioritize stage 2. In a lot of it is just building trust. A lot of it is just telling your story, things like that on a weekly basis. And then stage 3 is just making sure you figure out a way to actually convert them into your paid mechanism. So, this is, I think in general, just a marketing funnel for content creators, and it's a pretty good way to think about it. From here, you can game plan. If you're not very good at the stage 1 part, then, that's where where your bottleneck is. And then if you already are well-versed in creating content and grabbing awareness and stuff like that, then the best case scenario is to work on stage 2 and really put in a lot of emphasis on stage 2, really build systems towards that and really building that middle of funnel. Again, I can't emphasize this enough, man. Like, this funnel should just lead into one offer. Don't mix this up. Don't mix this up. You can have upsells and downsells, but do not in any sense have 2 different offers running at the same time, because you're just going to confuse the people that are running through this specific funnel. And you'll realize, like the way you talk to one person who's interested in one thing is going to be different from how you talk to somebody who's interested in maybe a different service. So this funnel itself is specifically made for one offer. Okay, so really, I can't emphasize that enough. So you might be thinking, right, like you're watching this video and you might be saying, well, I already have a funnel and it doesn't work. Now what? And a key note here is to stick to one funnel and optimize every level of it. I kind of explained that a little bit, but let me go in a little bit further. So to really optimize each funnel stage, I kind of just have it laid out over here, right? So the top of the funnel is just awareness, like I said. The best way to probably do this is to do a keyword search on the pain points of your specific audience or customers. But also another way to do this is that, I talked about this in my last video, is that if you do a survey of your customers or your online audience and really ask them, why are you following me? What's the pain points that I'm solving for you? The best way to do this is to do a type form. It's a software you can sign up for. Essentially, it's just like a survey builder, whatever, and you just get a link and you send it out to your engaged audience online, and you can just have the pain points in the Google Sheet or whatever, and from there you can have ChatGPT kind of like explain to you in different ways on either how to build content around this or how to build services or how to build offers around the pain points that were taken in the survey. It's a pretty efficient way to do it. So if you want to run with that, go ahead and take it. The last thing I was going to say was just the volume of output on really solving these pain points, right? So in the beginning, and this is kind of like what I've been telling people and what I'm telling myself now, it's like I got to do volume first before I even could make it better. Because you just need to have that rhythm and that system of like, all right, I'm gonna build content, but then I got to figure out what the pain points are and then slowly start inserting them into your content. I'm not really a content planner, so if you want me to connect you with somebody, I have a couple connects for you, so let me know. But you need output first in the beginning, and then you can refine it over time. So the middle of the funnel, build an automated email sequence that nurtures leads, right? I mean, I've been banging that since the first video. And again, I'm emphasizing in this, I use specific ones, and I'm not really gonna share too many softwares in this video because I want to either make videos about that in the future or it's going to be in my paid community I'm going to be launching later this year. So if you're interested in that, sign up to be on a wait list. It's going to be the first pinned comment down below. So let's look at this real quick. So address all entry points, right? So if we go back up here, there's going to be entry points here and here, right? Once they convert, the entry point is this one. And again, they're considering you, they like you, they'll probably want to do business with you, or you solved their problem. So, whatever the case is, you need to make content specifically for this, whether it's through email, whether it's through text, whether it's through video, whether it's through a loam, whatever. Go through here. And then this is another entry point right here, the decision-making entry point. So you need to be able to dissect basically all your content to see if it's either consideration phase content or decision phase content. And you need to be able to organize that as well. I really suggest you organize it in your notes, which is where I have it on my iPhone and on my MacBook. But you could also do Notion. I don't really like Notion, but you can use it if you want to. But really just organize your thoughts into these different phases and entry points of the middle of the funnel. Again, just build your trust by telling your story. How did you even come about? How did you build your expertise? Don't put it all in one email. Have it spread out throughout multiple emails in different weeks. And then your lessons on your journey, put that out on a weekly basis. I try to go for 2 emails a week in my newsletter. Again, it's just part of the wait list. So if you want to sign up, it's going to be first pinned comment. And I keep it into one simple call to action per email. Make it as simple as possible. Again, do not do multiple call to actions. If you want to nurture somebody to purchase, then have all the emails be just for purchasing or a book call. If you want someone to book a call, have the emails to just formulate and get you a book call. If you want followers, formulate the email or the text for it to lead to your social so that they can follow you. Keep it simple. Have one call to action per email and you'll be all right. All right, bottom of the funnel. Basically, we're just going to use urgency and social proof to convert the leads here. It's pretty simple stuff. But it's simple, but I feel like people don't look into it too much, and I think that they should because it's just another layer of the funnel, right? Or it's the last layer actually before they even make a decision. So what I would do here is I would remarket by talking about client or customer success stories, basically case studies. What I hate watching though is those long ass client case studies that I watch on YouTube. Bro, they're usually like 20 minutes, 30 minutes long. It's like, dude, just grab snippets of it, put it back into your email sequence. It's either a pre-built sequence or you're doing weekly newsletter style emails, put it in there somewhere. Just grab the 2-minute long clip and don't like exaggerate it too much to a 20-minute. It's like, bro, we don't need to watch the whole thing. Like, we get it. This kid this kid signed up to your program and profited 20K in 1 month. Okay, we don't want to hear the whole story. It's like, dude, just take the clip and add it to the email sequence. Retarget on paid ads that either lead to a book call or a purchase for your info product. This should be cheap. I used to run retargeting ads on Facebook, and it was like $15 a day, $20 a day. And I usually would just retarget to like an email list or like website visitors in the past 30 days. So that's why it was cheap. But again, if you need to talk about this further, just DM me on Twitter or on Instagram, and I can talk to you on there. And then also incentivize with a time-based coupon or offer. You'll start noticing this when you sign up for different things, for coaching or whatever. Usually it's like a holiday-based coupon, or it's like an actual time-based coupon, which is like by the end of this week or on Monday or something like that. Like, this offer won't be available. So you'll start seeing that, right? So try to incorporate that into your own funnel, and you should see an uptick in your conversion. So this is probably the best way to optimize each steps of the funnel. Again, if you need extra help, I'm here. Let me know. Um, I won't do a full funnel build for you, but like I can help you with each step of the funnel, right? So anyways, again, how Six Rings can help you. This is my agency that I'm building from the ground up, which I'm really excited about. So, we basically help you guys build the marketing funnels. We also help you build your offer too. So don't forget that part. And then, we handle everything: sales pages, email sequences, paid ads to scale. I've been in the marketing game for about 7 years now, and I've mostly just had an agency for like in-person businesses, but I realized I don't really like that business, and I think the online business is the way forward, and I think it's the future, which I'm probably going to make another video about. If you want to see that video, comment down below. I want to talk about why I believe in the creator economy and why I'm transitioning my ad agency towards the creator economy. So again, if you want to see that, just comment down below or DM me. That's a video I actually really want to make. So yeah, our offer here is that we can help you build 30K in 1 month to your info product business or coaching business. And if you don't, you don't pay us. So let me know if you're interested. Book a call with me or just DM me, and we can work from there. So quick recap: funnels turn followers into customers. We all know that, but you just have to kind of optimize everything, right? If you don't have a clear funnel, you're leaving money on the table. Don't do too many things at once. Just keep it to one funnel, one offer, until you scale it. And then, basically start optimizing everything on each level of the funnel. And if you can do that, I guarantee you'll convert a lot more people, and you'll see a huge bump in your profit margin. So, really figure this out, man. Like this really can help you out. I've helped a lot of real estate agents do this. My biggest issue was always like not following up and not building conversion mechanisms on the back end. That's really where I fell off. So I'm trying to be better at that these days, and I've built skills towards that. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Comment down below if you have a funnel, if you have any problems on the funnels. I can reach back out to you. Really love doing this. This is like my passion. I really love building funnels and marketing and advertising and the creator economy, obviously. So yeah, comment down below what you took away, what your funnel's looking like, any funnel problems, let me know. And really appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.